the second fight in the fight card. We got a middleweight matchup between Wellington Turman going up against Bruno Silva. Of course, in this matchup, these are basically newcomers to the UFC. Wellington Turman is 16-4. He is the plus 120 underdog, and then Bruno Silva is 19-6 and is a minus 140 favorite. What do you see in this?
Yeah, Wellington is a fighter who is going to try to take your back and choke you out. He's going to hunt the neck to lock in a rear naked choke or guillotine. He has knockout power, but hasn't knocked anybody out since 2016. He's going to keep distance and try to get the fight to the cage, to work in the clinch, to either take the back or get a takedown and work from the ground. The real question going into this fight is, how is his cardio going to be? He's had health issues involving a bout with COVID, or following a bout with COVID in September, and then having pneumonia in February. So both really kind of zap your lungs. You're not going to have the best cardio. So if he's coming in with, suspect cardio to begin with, his cardio could be majorly affected in this. So the health issues may affect all that cardio. With Bruno Silva, he's coming in making his UFC debut and is also fighting for the first time in 2.5 years after a USADA suspension. He's coming in riding a four-fight win streak and is a knockout artist who is going to move forward and try to get the fast KO. His takedown defense is suspect, and he's going up against a skilled grappler. He has been submitted 5 out of the 7 losses. He's going to go up against a fighter who specializes in choking his opponent out, so he's going to need to be the aggressor and not get his back to the cage. Just like we talked about Lima and Brown, if Silva's back is to the cage, it's game over, I think. But with that being said, I actually think newcomer Bruno Silva is going to knock out Wellington Turman. I'm going to say second round, he's going to knock him out, and then this is going to be his ascent. Now, we'll see what happens with USADA after that, but I'm going to go with the newcomer.
Yeah, first off, we got Wellington Turman. He's from Brazil. He fights at Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. He's 24 years old, 185 pounds. He's 6 foot with a 72-inch reach. He fights out Gael Ribeiro Team Gym. Then you got Bruno Silva, also from Brazil, and Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. He's 31 years old, 184 pounds. He's 6 foot with unknown reach on this, and then he fights out Iroquois Thai MMA.
You mean to tell me all these fights, he's 19-6? That says they don't know his reach.
Who knows?
Did he grow halfway through some of his matches? And also, this is something kind of rare in MMA, right? You never see you more than likely don't see Brazil against Brazil, especially two guys from the same area who more than likely probably know each other or have trained with each other.
Because he must be Cesar Ferreira from PFL, where he just decides to go up a weight class, and all of a sudden he looks big compared to what he did because he moved up.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
But first we got Turman. He has improved his stand-up since the regional scene. He likes to throw combinations, especially the straight right into a left hook, and he forces his opponents backwards so he can attack with the clinch at the cage to get a takedown. That's one of his favorite things to do. Sometimes he telegraphs his shots and takes too much damage, but he likes to use chain wrestling and grappling, considering he has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He needs to be more patient with his fighting. When he's fighting his opponent, he gets a little too aggressive and he needs to just take his time. And then on the ground, he needs to slow things up. But he tends to move between guards so fast. That's why I'm saying he needs to slow it down a little bit, take things in stride rather than change guards way too fast. Then you got Silva. He's a southpaw fighter who likes to fight on his front foot and use a jab on occasion. He throws a lot of kicks but needs to improve his throwing range to keep himself from being put in bad situations. Sometimes he throws wide, and it puts him in a situation where the opponent can counter him. He tends to stalk his opponents and come after them too much. When he clinches with his opponents, he looks to throw knees to the body and an elbow to the face. He tends to overextend his shots and does not set his strike, and it does not set up his striking. It gets tired as the fight goes on. So basically, all in all, he needs to take his time. He rushes, and he tires himself out because he tries to go for the haymaker way too much. But I feel like in this matchup, I think a good thing with this is Bruno Silva's kicks. I think he's going to mix in those kicks. He's going to do damage to Thurman, and I feel like he is going to connect on one of those shots. I think Thurman's going to come in too battle happy. He's going to rush things, and he's going to put himself in the line of fire. And with those leg kicks, it's going to slow him down. And I feel like he's going to run right into a overhand shot by Silva. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go with a second round knockout by Bruno Silva.
Well, agreeing with me seems to be all right now. I went 5-0 last week, but this is a card where I feel like I'm going to go 0-6. This is one of those crazy cards where it could really go either way. You're absolutely right with Wellington being too quick on the ground.
Yeah.
He doesn't let anything establish. He goes half guard, full guard. He's trying to fight for position when if he, that BJJ black belt is really good. He's good at what he does, but he doesn't let anything set up. He doesn't want to set up things. He just wants to rush it. So that'll be interesting if they take this to the ground to see, if he can be patient, because Bruno's got some strength, man. He's a strong dude. So he might just be able to muscle out of it. So we'll see. I'm not surprised you went with me. You're riding off that Cage My IQ, 9-1 last week. So it's a good day.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't knock me down.